yes, especially at UG and TUT. So what you need an internet connection first, right? Right now I do have internet connection, and you need sort of like a search engine, right? Now I have Google or browser API accounts. So I'll just if I want to apply UG, I'll just type in UG, right? Just UG. When I type in UG, the first link that appears, I'll just click on the first link that appears. So this is the same applies when if I want to apply TUT, right? So what I'll do, I'll just open another tab again, and I'll just type in TUT, right? Let's go back to UJ, right? Then when come to the web page now, I'll just click on start UJ, and then when I start on it, I just move my cursor around and start UJ, then some options appear, right? So I'll just go to undergraduate. No need for these. So just click on undergraduate, and then now go back here to TUT. But I need to. I'll just do the same thing. Click on the first thing that appears. Depends on the tablet connection that I have. Mine is a little bit slow. So once you do that, it will take you to another. Um, it will link you into another page, right? Sort of the same page, but linking you into another sort of page, but in the same page, right? Let's wait for it to load first. What I'll do, I'll just go to apply, right? And then I'll just go to academic application, right? And then it will link me into another page. With QG, there is a top bar that is stage apply and main. So we'll just click on apply. Once I click apply, it will directly link me into the page where I need to do all my application process. You see, it took me there. So let's just go on there and just go back. It brings me to this link. What I'll do is just click if I undergraduate, if a postgraduate, but mostly I know most people are undergraduate. But if an internal applicant, you just click here. So I'll just go to undergraduate, right? And then now that's where it will link me again into what? Into the rent and house. So now we just go down here, and then you see under the check consultant legend, you see some new applicant applicant. So I'll just click on new applicant. If a return applicant, you just click internal applicant. So it's a link me again to the same one as the 2UT, right? Same place now. So at the end of the day, the application procedure is just the same. So there's no need for me to kind of like apply at both sides. So I'll just actually use the UG side to apply because I've already done because we have came into the same result structure. So now what need to do now? We need obvious. I'll just do horizontal answer. That's right. Right. Obvious. I'll say no. I'll say no. I mean, these sort of like the the custom reason what to show. So I just click on next here, and then now it take me to the where I should actually put my details and stuff, right? Once I come here, right? If you are a South African citizen, right? You just say yes, right, and then you put your ID right there. But if you're sort of like an immigrant, right, you just you can know then enter your passport number there, and then your citizen code, and if mostly you start payment become to what you start payment, right? So let's just do that. After I put my details on, but you must make sure that when you put in your ID number, a real bad it actually matches because if I were to do like this, check a look at this. Okay, if I were to sort of like mistake my They are not just real digits, right? So I'm just giving sort of an example here, right? So what I was saying is that I must make sure that my ID number matches my date of birth. Most people like to make a mistake when coming here, right? So take a look. When I click on next, another way I need to put insert my email. So either way that you can actually do that, right? It depends. If you're using Chrome, Chrome comes up with the many advantages. But you come to a stage whereby you need to put these two addresses, but you already put them in the previous page, right? Well, with Chrome, it's very good chance that I have to sort of like to actually paste, because if I were like take a look, I want to copy this right and paste it right, it doesn't allow me. So the best way what I'll do, I'll just sort of highlight it, right? And then I'll press Control. If I'm using a laptop or computer, just say Control C, Control copyright. I'll say copyright, and then when I come here, I'll just say Control V. My image gets what pasted. So this is sort of like a simple way you can actually do it, right? So now take a look at this. It will give me an error because there's a mistake with my one my ID number does not match my actually get up. So I need to make sure that they match correctly. It is very important they match correctly. So I'll just do like this here. Just right, and then now I can continue now to the next stage, right? I can just click on next, just put your details in there. Here I need to put my sort of like I need to keep my current right, current detail right now. I put my name and then there is the contact number right now. I need to put their name again. So I need to just come in and just say Control C. Use Control Copy. Because if I were to copy like this, it doesn't allow me by right clicking, but I'll say Control P and then now I come here, I'll just say Control V and then I paste. When I come here also, I can just click this and then the details can just go to this place. This is simple. And then when I come to also I'll just click this sort of button here, and then it will link me to another page where I can choose my postal code. If I stay in I'm still in there, okay, let me just click on here, right? When I do this, it will appear for me here. I think we should check on it. When I come to this result detail, right? Here, what I'll do, I need to add my subject, right? If we have already done my treat, what I'll do, once if I have already added my identity number, my subject will just appear. So there won't be any need to actually add my subjects with their sort of like their symbols. So what I'll do, right? Uh, I'll just say no, just come here, just say symmetric, then I'll just click on here, and then I'll just say currently in grade 12. So click on here, and then I get to sort of like choose the subject ID. So I'll just do a random choose, just choose any subject anyway. So I just here I'll just add all my mark, right? So 99, and then I can add the subject. So when I add the subject will go here and it'll show you when my subject is actually added, right? So now here's my subject is actually added. So I need to add up to almost 7 subjects or upwards, right? So I'll just add all those subjects. Then I've already added up to almost 600. So I need to add my last subject to the subject. So I'll just come here um, and choose just the subject, right? And then I'll just add some mark right here. And then we see 90. Then now we see after add, then this next button will be enabled to kind of say, okay, you can go to the next page, right? I can click on next here. Once I'm done with adding my subject, right? It will turn me to the link, but it's showing me that there's some missing details, right? Let's see. Let's see what they're saying. Okay, let me see. Remove this. Now, to check with this picture, I need to add my sort of my high school, add in my high school, right? So just click on the resume, then I just click any school and just ask me where I'm trying to, okay, so currently for instance, just click on catch people down, just kind of just say the skip this part and take me, okay, so when coming to this academic application, right, I mean the qualification details, you will need to have the UJ prospectus by your side to actually complete because they will need sort of like the qualification code that you need to input for the whatever course one you so instead of just come here and just say 2020 right and just I'm gonna click here, I'm gonna choose the faculty right. Let's say I wanna the faculty of okay, before I do that, right, let's just, yes, I do have my UJ prospectus, right? You can just go on Google and just type in UJ prospectus, the link that I did, click on it then, or just appear. So once I've done that, right, I'll come here and select the, of course, I need to, if you're an undergraduate, you need to select secular courses, right? And then here I will select my faculty. Let's say, for instance, I want my course under the faculty of college of business economics. So when I come in now, I need to choose my program, right? By choosing my program, I need to check my the code, the qualification code. So in order for you to do that, I'll need to go to my prospectus, right? And then let's say I want to do a bachelor in accounting, right? So and here is my qualification code. It's BCA 12. You see, here is it, right? BCA 12. Here is it. So what I need to do, I'll just go back here, just check it here, right? Let me check it. It's BCA. Just check it. BCA. Here is it, right? Uh, Once you find it, that's what you actually click here because it has to be the same as the trail again. So here is the BCA 12. Here is the BCA 12, right? So once you sort of like found it, so I'm just gonna click it right. Here is it, right? I'm just gonna click it right. So I need to go back here, right? So when I click it now, it appears here. So now I need to choose when I'm going to do sort of my. Let's just wait for this to load first. Then I'll say let's say then once I'm in I can just click on add qualification, right? And then to add in the group. If I want to add another course, right, I'll do the same thing. I'll actually do the same thing. Okay, let's see, 2020. I'll choose a faculty again. Say the faculty of the core, okay, whatever it is. Then when choosing my program again, I need to know my what the qualification code. So I just open my prospectus here and just say I want to do hospitality management, which is a B34, because actually these courses are under they are under the the Belgium allowance in the canton. So to make sure that the course that are checking are under the sort of qualification that you want to see it, guys. So and then I'll just come here, right? And obviously I want to choose this element. So once I do that, right, I will say add qualification. Let me just click on this. Once you're done with that, you just say add qualification, and then to add it again here. And then now I can go reply. But another thing you consider is to tell you that if you are eligible for this course, so just click on next, and then you see there's a message that will pop up telling me that okay, once I'm done here, it told me if there's some mistake that you have done, you need to go back and edit something. You just click on these bar here, then they will take you on each other. So just go and click on continue. And then there's another very important stage that you have to encounter in terms of you need to input sort of like five-digit numbers. I mean different digit numbers. Knowing that those numbers you won't forget them. They must be five. They mustn't follow each other. integer numbers should be different and they shouldn't follow each other, right? And you should not repeat them. So I'll just say 13268, right? These numbers they are different. These non numbers repeating at random, so and then I'll just click accept. When I click accept, uh, the reason why it doesn't allow me to sort of submit application because of my this now. So what can I do? I'll just click on my tab there on the PC, right? Just play around with this tab, right? Until maybe down to something. So let me try another number 130, 27. So you see, then when I'm done, I'll just click on submit application. Then my application will be actually. I'll just click on submit application. Then my application will be actually what submitted. But make sure that you remember you write this code down for it to know color for color and we come to the end of the process of application. This process is usually the same as when to apply to YouTube. That's the same process you go through when apply to same process you go through when apply to YouTube. So